Hi.
Hi. He's here. I don't think he's left the club.
Who?
Felicia, what would you do if Frisco suddenly showed up without warning, out of the blue?
Well, I'd probably make him a nice dinner. Why?
Well, it's not even remotely the same. Forget I asked.
Ask what?
Oh, for one thing, Frisco hasn't been gone anything like 20 years, and he's not dead, and you're over him. Well, actually, that part's the same.
Oh, God, I hope he's not dead.
Did I say that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. 20 years ago, I was in love with a guy, a friend of my brother's, who was shot and killed. And at the time, I thought it would kill me, too.
Yeah. Roy, I know. You were engaged to him.
Well, I may have pictured angels carrying him off to paradise, but in reality, it was the FBI. And the last stop was Pentonville. And now...
He's here?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I've been sitting here thinking about it, and I don't see that there's really anything that I need to do.
Oh. Well, what's he like now?
How would I know? It's been 20 years.
Yeah, well, he's not the same, you know.
I didn't say that.
Hi.
Hi.
So, have you figured out why a guy not being dead makes him less dateable in my sister's estimation? It's like we picked up where we left off. Or more like we picked up before we left off, before the Grim Reaper gave us that false alarm. You know, I never expected it was possible, but after 20 years, Roy still feels like my brother.
I think it's an amazing story. But still, you know, a lot happens to a person in 20 years. Maybe it's a good idea just to step back and try to remember he's not the same guy that he used to be.
You know, I wasn't even Carly's age when I knew him. I mean, he was just older enough to be very glamorous to me. He had, you know, he had his own money, his own car, he had these great clothes. Well, for the 70s, they were great clothes.
You get the feeling that that toothy Australian is looking not so good right now?
Do you see how he is? He would tell me that I have unresolved feelings for Claude if he thought I would postpone my wedding.
Not Claude. I want you with someone employed. Claude's been fired over and over again. But she has married worse.
We're done now. I'm not going to discuss my emotional life with you anymore. Bye.
Why?
Why are you lying?
Why would I bother?
I don't believe you just happened to run into him.
When did I say that? Still, it's a nice building. It's not bad.
What building?
The one your ex lives in. Where else would I find him? I mean, I'm glad that he's managed to find, you know, a place that he feels comfortable, since you can't hardly expect him to hop a plane and fly halfway across country every time he wants to see you. He's got a hot fuse. I think you guys have that in common. But still, it was a nice conversation. It was good, and I'm sure he'll tell you about it.
I'm so glad we're pals.
Yeah, me too, while it lasts.
Well, you know what?
What?
You're gonna be sucking it up for a long time, because I plan to be a permanent part of Sonny's life.
Plans change. How'd you get here? You slip in the back door?
God put me on this earth to make your life miserable.
You know what? Can we stop this, please? Because somehow we managed to switch sides, and it's just a little too weird for me. What'd you do to her?
Me?
You're a bad influence.
You're a bad seed.
Carly.
My mother will never love you.
That is enough.
Well, we can't all be non-stop sunshine and cheers, can we?
Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna come back when you're alone. Because, I doubt you're gonna see much of me when you become Mrs. Bad Influence.
And now I can't even remember why I did it, why I insisted on taking her up to Lookout Point to say goodbye. I mean, it doesn't even seem like me. It's nostalgic or something. But if I hadn't done it, my whole life would have been different. If I'd had a life after that night.
I'm gonna have to be even nicer to Laura now.
Why do you say that?
For not allowing you to throw your life away. I would have done the same thing.
Isn't that what you've been doing? For the last few months.
Well, it started out that way.
Go away.
Yeah, right. Was it something I said?
Roy, come in.
Hey, I could go. I could come back.
No, that's all right. We were just talking about you.
Roy DiLucca, my oldest friend. Felicia Scorpio, the police commissioner's wife.
Hi.